Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to Woodland to interview the owner of Almond Lane, Kristen Jacobs. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
So Kristen is the owner of the only almond producer to be certified sustainably grown. Kristen, can you talk about what that means?
Yeah, so to us, sustainability is a really broad term, and there's three pillars of sustainability that we consider. There's environmental, social, and economic sustainability. And so, the best way to kind of verify the practices that we're already doing is to, be certified, get a certification, be able to put that on our bags so everyone knows, exactly what we're doing. So the SCS, Sustainably Grown certification was, there's a lot of things out there, but that one was kind of the one that spoke to me. It's a really rigorous audit certification process that covers all three pillars. And, it goes over environmental sustainability. So one of the things that we had to focus on was climate change more broadly, and then greenhouse gases, energy use, waste management, water consumption. And so by the programs that we had to abide by were, making sure that we have, very intricate monitoring systems, energy efficient irrigation, tractors, equipment that, that's called tier 3, so it's the most energy efficient type of equipment, but among many other things. Social sustainability is, we have very competitive employee benefits. Our average turnover rate is less than 1%, which is almost unheard of here in the agricultural sector. In economic sustainability is parent business planning and accounting and long-term succession plans, things like that. So, so that certification we were just certified in earlier this year, and it's been huge. It was a hard process, but like I said, most practices we were already doing. It wasn't so hard, but there was a few things we really had to think and innovate new ways to meet that standard. So I'm very proud of it.
Congratulations on that certification. Being the only in the world is quite something, and right here in So I wanted to move to Sacktown Bites. You have a new partnership pending with them. They're known for their food tour adventures in Sacramento, farm to fork. And so where will you be showing up with them?
So they are going to be in their food boxes, their little CSA, and that will be coming out later this month. So they're going to be featuring our bestseller, our dry roasted, lightly salted 12-ounce bags. So they are very addictive, but so we'll be in those, and I hope that perhaps later this year, maybe next year, there could be a farm tour. So that's great to be out, broadening out in Sacramento.
For sure. I see a lot of signs when I go to Woodland. There's a city-backed initiative called the Food Front, and I know you're a part of that. Can you describe what that is intended to do?
Yeah, so basically the Food Front is a new city initiative that is basically just meant to pull together so many of the agricultural companies, from farming operations like ours all the way to agricultural, equipment sales and things like that. So, it's basically just an initiative to put together and connect all of the different agricultural people here in Woodland, because there's over 180, I think, agricultural companies in Woodland. Even for us, I was, for example, looking for some cold storage for some of our nuts, and we didn't, as we're growing so fast. So the food front was able to connect me to one of the local honey vendors that had cold storage, and so we were able to make a connection there. So it's been great for us.
It's really great when I see industries convert and merge together like that and support one another. Now, you mentioned before we started recording today that you're growing, so that's been a little bit challenging with the pandemic. So can you describe your challenges?
Yeah, so for us, we haven't had too many challenges on our actual, almond production side, but definitely as the almond actual growing side, there hasn't been that much change. But definitely in terms of, getting Almond Lane out there and into the community has just kind of been put on pause. As I'm trying to get our products into more stores locally, so much of that is, being there at the store and, sampling and talking to the community members about our products and what makes us so great. So that's been it's been tough, obviously, but I feel that now, things are kind of slowly coming back. We haven't been able to go in stores to sample yet, but we are now being able to get into farmers markets, and so that's a big way that we can get into the community. So that's kind of been our biggest problem.
It's good to hear from the ground floor of the supply chain. The last thing I ask you about is I hear a lot of families looking for things to do that are safe, that aren't far away, but I really feel like we're in such an agriculturally rich area. This is a great time to get out and learn about agriculture. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Woodland is, in my opinion, one of the best areas to learn about ag and to be in ag. So we are always happy to host farm tours. Can come out to our office, and we're surrounded by sunflowers. We're surrounded by safflower. Obviously, a ton of almond trees that are right now and, very heavy with nuts that are about to be harvested. And we also have a lot of walnut trees, and actually a lot of people are planting pistachio trees now. So there's a lot of variety out here, a lot of crops that people can go out and drive around and see and ask us for a tour. We're happy to do that as well.
That's great to know. I didn't know you offered tours. So what should people do to arrange that?
Yeah, so if you're interested in a farm tour, you can just go online to www.almondlane.us, and you can just write us a general email, and we will, it comes straight to my email. So I'll be able to see that and set that up. We're pretty flexible around here.
Great. Okay, I've been talking with Kristen Jacobs. She's the owner of Almond Lane in Woodland. Kristen, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Heidi.
And thanks everyone for joining me again today. I'll have another interview tomorrow. Bye-bye.